today because of the Mollie. We can be right proud of all of our boys. We can be proud of those that served in every capacity. I must tell you, when Daniel did get to come home in November of 1864, after 3.5 years of service, he didn't come home to the welcome I had wished for him because, you see, I was very sick with typhoid fever. Typhoid fever was ravishing this community. In fact, my little brother Richter, he passed away on Christmas of 1864. My mother passed away on February the 2nd of 1865. And my brother, Harvey, passed away down in Nashville at our aunt's home in February of 1865 as well. Oh, it was a horrible time. And poor Daddy, he had quit his job at the railroad station and he was trying to take care of all of us. When Daniel came home, of course, he was able to assist and help out. But you see, Daniel contacted the typhoid. And he passed away on February the 14th. I woke up, I was so sick, I didn't realize what had happened until they told me Daniel had passed. I never remarried. I raised our boy Frank, a fine young man. And I remember Daniel every day. Every day Daniel was with me. I remembered his smile. And you know, there was a song that came out in 1912, just about 12 years ago, that so described Daniel. You may know about it. I think I have a copy in here of it. Do you remember this one? When Irish eyes were smiling? When Irish eyes were smiling, 'tis like a morning spring in the melt of Irish laughter. You can hear the angels sing. Did you hear that? Did you hear? It's Daniel. He's come back for me just like he said he would. He's come back for me.
Miss Mary C. Griffin, well known to many in Cordon, died at her home in Louisville, Kentucky on December the 23rd, 1924, at the advanced age of 82 years old. Miss Griffin was the widow of Colonel Daniel F. Griffin, 8th Regiment, and brother of the late Patrick Griffin of this place. Funeral services were conducted by Reverend W.T. Piercy of the First Presbyterian Church, New Albany, and interment was in Fairview Cemetery at that city. Miss Griffin is survived by one son, Frank S. Griffin of Pensacola, Florida, and one sister, Miss Ella Compton of Louisville. This obituary is from a newspaper in Cordon. The date, December 23rd, 1924. Today's date is December the 23rd, 1924. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our tour of the historic Fairview Cemetery. A final word of note, that headstone there is presented by the Calumet Club. It is not a headstone, but it is a marker to where the original city vaults were. When a body could not be buried in the winter months, it was instead placed in there until it could be buried in the spring when the ground was solid. I thank you, and you've been a great group. Are there any other questions? There will be drinks and cookies at the office.